Hi, hello. Welcome to Devon Monk's Works and Worlds. This is Monday Monk 13, which I'm very excited about because I made it to 13 of these episodes all in a row. Thank you all for tuning in and spending a little time with me on your Mondays or whenever you find this. I really appreciate it. If you want to, I know you hear this if you listen to YouTube videos, but it really is true. If you push the little like button, the little thumbs up, it helps. Or if you subscribe, that helps too. It helps my channel stay visible enough for other people to find it who might enjoy it. And it's just nice to know that the community's out there tuning in. So again, thank you for showing up. Okay, I'm going to dig right in. The first thing that I usually talk about is writing. How is writing going? It is going really great. Thank you. I have finished the book. Brood of All Evil has been drafted, first drafted. We're not talking about copy edited and proofed and cleaned up and beautiful. We are talking about just the bare basic nitty gritty story is done. This is Ordinary Magic 9, so it closes off another 3-book cycle in the Ordinary Magic series. Is it the last in the series? I do not know. I want to say probably not, but that's not where I'm going next. Where I'm going next is I'm just going to stay right here and get this book cleaned up, copy edited, proofread, formatted, and published and out there so you can all enjoy it, I hope. My copy editor and I worked out a deal, bless her heart, where she's going to let me clean up the chapters and check them off to her as I get them clean. So, like I said, I just got to the end of the first draft of the book. I've written 14,000 words since or not 14, 27? 23? A lot of words since we last saw each other. And I think was it 17? I don't remember. I'd have to actually look at it. I think it's like 17,000 words. And I did that mostly over the weekend. I wasn't able to work Monday due to another deadline that popped up for another project that I could not push off. So I jumped into that. It took 12 hours to take care of it. So that was Monday out of the way. I do not remember Tuesday. I know it happened. I'm sure I did stuff, but I don't know. I don't have it written down. Usually I try to keep track of how much I'm writing. I don't know what happened to Tuesday. Wednesday, I only wrote 800 or 900 words because I was stuck. Thursday, I wrote, I think 1,000, which I was very happy to write 1,000. And then from Friday until now, until Friday until Sunday afternoon, Sunday around noon, I think I wrote like 14 or 15,000 words. So like the bulk of the words that were written, because I do think it was 17 that I've written since we last talked. The bulk of the words that I have written were written in 2.5 days. Not the way I like to write. Not the way I like to write at the end of a book when I'm trying to really sink in and enjoy and get all the loose, the exciting stuff going and get all the loose ends and get all those nice emotional moments put together. I like to slow down and take some time to do that. That's not how this book is going to work. This book is going to work with me just getting the words down and getting to the end of the story and then cleaning it up and getting it off to my copy editor and going forward from that. I do want to share one little moment when I was writing this book. I was in a big climactic scene. A lot of stuff is going on, a lot of tension, a lot of lives on the line, and there's a side character named Estelle. She's she's the queen of hell, basically. She's a demon, but she likes to take the form of a little pink unicorn. And she's a little bit of a diva and a drama queen, and I adore her. And she had a line in the book where she finds out that she's just in another part of the book. She was sort of a side character of this other part of the book, as in she wasn't like the star of what was going on in that part of the book. And when she finds that out, she's just, oh, pearl clutching. I can't believe that you would believe that I'm not the star. And it was so fun because it was unexpected. It's totally in character. I love when that happens. It made me, as I was slogging along, it made me laugh. And it was the first time that I thought, okay, I'm going to get to the end of this book. It's got joy in it. It's got fun. I'm going to love how it all pulls together, and I need to not worry so much about it. And that was true. I loved how it all pulled together. I needn't have worried. I did need to work very hard. There's a difference between worrying about how something's going to work out and putting your butt in the chair and doing the hard slog work. Sometimes writing is hard slog work, but the results are, I mean, almost always, and I would say always, but I'll say almost always, they are worth it. It is worth it getting to the end of a project, even if it doesn't turn out how you expect, even if you don't think it turns out good, because you can always go in and fix it and change it and buff it up and put some bells and bows on it, and you will be amazed at what comes out of a project. But first you have to finish the project. So finish the project I have, except for now I have to go through the whole thing again and clean it up and get it off to my copy editor. So yes, writing is going well. Phew, I'm taking it as a win. I'm diving in today to continue with the copy editing. I got a little bit done on Sunday, but really I'm going to be hitting it hard this week. This week is going to be a marathon, and this week's marathon of copy editing is coming after a week's marathon of writing. And that is the writing life too. Sometimes it just falls this way, and it takes some gumption and an awful lot of coffee. So anyway, writing is going very well. Thank you. Okay, next I usually talk about knitting. And so I will do a quick update on that. We had a hat in the last episode that was a carnival hat. I put the name down in the, the little description box below the video of the artist who made the pattern for the hat. And I still don't remember what the hat is called because, again, right out of my head. But I will try to put it on screen so you can see it and put a link to it. So if you want to knit this silly hat, you can. I'm going to go ahead and put it on and wear it for the rest of the video, because I know once I put it on, this hair is not going to be the same. But the question was, when I put it on last time, is should I put a pom-pom on it or bells? And I went ahead and went for the pom-pom. I may add a bell at a later time, but you maybe heard that I was doing a lot of writing this week. I was doing a lot of writing this week, and I didn't have time to do any knitting. So I was able to tie off all the ends on the hat and create the pom-pom. So here we go. We're going to put it on here. Oh, yeah. See, now I practiced in the mirror so I could try to get it right on screen. And the whole trick is, the whole trick is to get the point to point. It doesn't seem to want to do that. Hold on. So I did make the hat a little big. I put it on somebody else's head, my son's head, and it fit him better. Oh, I'm going to have a floppy point. What am I going to do about that? I think you can see it. The pom-pom, the only thing about the pom-pom is it does weigh it down. So I kind of get a floppy pom. So let's see, maybe I'll do this. How about that? That's kind of cute too. So I suppose I could wear it different ways. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty cute. How about that? Not bad. I'll take it. Okay. So the hat turned out cute. I love it. I am absolutely going to wear it in public. I'll find the best way for the pom to hang. I don't mind it hanging down like that though. That's pretty good. And thank you for all those who told me to do a pom. I think you're right. I like it on it. I do have to do the rolled brim, as I said, to keep it the right size for my head. But this is going to be fun in the winter. It's kind of fun in the spring. I mean, we were getting rain and really downpours. The gutters were overflowing just the other day. So we're still, in the rainy weather where a hat is useful. And this would be great over at the Oregon coast where it's always a little cool wind. And so this would keep my ears warm. So love the hat. If you want to knit one, link is down below. Okay. I usually try to make these nice and short, so I am going to just fill in with a little bit of life stuff here at the end. Everything is going well, thank you. We've got our trees are blooming in our yard, our fruit trees are blooming. Our garden is not in. I thought by now we would have gotten our garden planted, but we haven't. We are working on my husband's office here in the house, and that has taken some paint and a little repair along the ceilings, and we've done a lot of sorting and getting rid of some stuff and bringing in some furniture that works. And so I'm really excited about that because that's going to be a great space for him to do some of his work at home. And then I don't know what the next thing is we're going to tackle in the house, because I swear we're always, cleaning up or fixing up something in this old place. But we'll either tackle bathrooms maybe next, or my office. And if we tackle my office, I might show you the before and after on screen. Right now it's just kind of a hodgepodge of different things in a room where my desk lives, and it would be fun to get it, turned into a fancier office, or at least a more organized office. I guess that's what I'm going for, more organized office. Otherwise, everything's going pretty good here. I need a vacation. That's not happening this week. We know what I'm doing this week. I'm working on the copy edits, but hopefully I'll be able to get a little time away while the weather is good. I hope you will be able to get a little time away when the weather is good, or take some time to kick back and read a book or watch a show and have some fun. Okay, I'm going to do one little subject out of our wooden box that I love that makes this little rattly sound. These are random strips that are usually about my books and sometimes about other things that I've put in here to talk about. Oh, whoops, I lost one. When I don't know what to say at the end of one of these videos. So I'm going to grab one of these, which I did, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what we get. See if my camera can do this. It's kind of hard when it's so, there we go. Odin, the god Odin. He is in Ordinary. He was always going to be in Ordinary. He showed up in one of the first scenes in the bar or the pub that Delaney goes to. And he's in this book too. Of course he is. He has a little larger role in this book, Brood of All Evil, than he's had in some of them, although I think book 2 he had a pretty large role. So he's fun to write. He's a trickster god, along with being a god of wisdom and many other things. I love that Odin's name, I think I talked about this when I talked about Zeus. His name is Odin. Like all the other gods pick a name that is similar to their name. Like Ares' name is Aaron, and I can't think of one right now. Oh, a raven's name is Crow. Like all the other gods pick a name that, isn't their god name, but Odin had to go by Odin because he has that big of an ego, and that's his name, that's what he is, and that's what he's going to go by. He's a chainsaw artist. On the coast, he takes driftwood and carves it into various animal shapes and shapes of creatures. He's not very good at it. He's really a sucky chainsaw artist, which is also funny because the idea of the gods coming to Earth and hanging out, putting down their powers, and then hanging out as a mortal person, which means by the rules of the town, Ordinary Oregon, they have to have a job or, live as all the rest of us. And the gods almost always choose a job that is the opposite of their power. And so Odin decided to be an artist, this chainsaw artist, and he's bad. He's bad at it, but he doesn't care if people think he's bad at it. He thinks he's amazing, and I love that. So, Odin's super fun to write. He is in Ordinary Oregon. I enjoy having the gods in there. I hope you will enjoy reading about him in Brood of All Evil, which is coming your way as soon as I can get it done. I'm going to mention one other book before I go. I have an anthology coming out early June. It is the Dirty Deeds 2 anthology. This is a limited time anthology or collection. It's 5 of us? Let's see. RJ Blaine, Faith Hunter, Jennifer Estep, Diana Farrell Francis, and myself. So yeah, 5 of us have written short novels that will be collected into this one volume, and that volume will be available for 6 months, and then it will disappear. It will be gone. There will be no hard copies left. There will be no digital copies left. Once the volume is taken down after 6 months, each of the writers are free to do what they want with those short novels. I will be publishing mine on its own as both a digital and print copy. And those people out there who are wagging their finger at me because I don't have a print copy of Sealed with a Tryst, which was the last short novel that I put in Dirty Deeds 1 when it came out last year. I know. I know. I've got to do that. I've got to get a print version of that out. That's coming up. After this marathon week, I'm going to be getting to some of those things. So yes, I know that some of you are interested in a print version of that book and Sealed with a Tryst, and will be interested in a print version of Dirty Deeds 2. It will have a print version, and of my short novel in it, which is called Oaken Ink. I've talked about this a couple of times. It is a tie-in short novel in the Souls of the Road series, which is my Route 66 series. And so if you like my Route 66 series, which starts with Wayward Souls, and then the second one is Wayward Moon, this is the next part of the story with different characters, but we have our main characters in it in a little bit, is Oaken Ink, and it's about Ricky, who's a crossroads, and a fellow who shows up to cause trouble in her life. And maybe some gods, maybe fate shows up, and there's some double crossing and things get wild. So do check that out if you can. It will first appear in Dirty Deeds 2, which, like I said, is coming out early June. Until then, my dearests, thank you so much for listening to me ramble today. As you can tell, I'm a little I'm a little worded out. I have been really pushing hard to get this book done. I am really glad that I am at this point, but it's sort of like stopping a short marathon and taking a drink of water and then starting right into your next marathon. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to be doing that this week. I will let you know how it goes by next Monday, which I will hopefully tell you that I have it all copied or all cleaned up and into my copy editor from beginning to end. I am hoping I will have another victorious whoop. Let's have a victorious whoop. Whoop! So I will see you soon. Until then, have a great week. Bye.